Y'all, what's up? I'm Mimi, aka the Piscean Seer, and this is one of your daily collective messages. Like, and subscribe if you get anything out of this. Thank you so very much to those of you who do like, subscribe, and comment. It is always and forever going to be loved and appreciated. God, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, cosmic guides, all beings of the highest and purest way light, only with the best interest of me and the collective at heart. You are always and forever welcome into my readings. Okay, please give my wonderful, fabulous, and amazing Piscean Seer family the best and most accurate information for them at this time. Something on my damn lip, okay? Welcome to new subscribers, okay? Welcome back to my beautiful subscribers who are already here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for coming, and thanks for coming back, okay? So this is an Eirene message, okay? Eirene is the Greek goddess of peace, okay? But they told me that it was Irish, that Eirene is actually of Irish origins, okay? But when you Google it, it says there's no evidence that Eirene is Irish. So if you Google it, it's definitely going to tell you it's Greek, okay? Doesn't matter, okay? What matters is the message. So let's look at these random papers, okay? It says unfinished business, okay? So you could have some unfinished business, or maybe somebody feels like they got some sort of unfinished business with you. That's interesting. Dang, these are long. They don't be looking nowhere near these long when I put them in there. It says, you hold the power of the Star of Bethlehem, okay? So you could be like someone who provides guidance for other people, or that could be something you're meant to do. You could be really good at that. People could come to you for like advice and things like that very naturally. You might be like, I don't know. And then whatever you do end up telling them is like the perfect thing that you needed to tell them, okay? What is the power of the Star of Bethlehem? I don't even know where I got that from. So it says the Star of Bethlehem is significant symbol in Christianity, representing hope and divine guidance that led the wise men to Yeshua's birthplace. Okay, it says, while the exact nature of the star is debated, it's widely interpreted as a supernatural event or a manifestation of God's glory. Okay, so baby, you are a manifestation of God's glory, and I hope you out here acting like it. Okay, it says, rather than a purely natural astronomical phenomenon, its power lies in its ability to guide, inspire faith, and ultimately lead people to Christ, okay? So you lead people to the Christ light, baby, and that's gorgeous. That's such an amazing thing, okay? It says, and so you're definitely super divinely guided, okay? You are like a wise man or a wise woman. You can feel very strongly connected to Jesus or Yeshua, okay? I feel like even if you left religion, I think that you could be the kind of person who like takes these things with you. Okay, we got priest right here at the bottom of the deck. We got healer under that. We got earth angel under that, and we got trusted. Okay, so I mean, you're like such a good energy. Okay, we got power at the bottom of this deck, and we got the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Wands at the bottom of this deck, and we got the Six of Cups and the Star under that. Okay, so I feel like all this beautiful work that you've put into this journey in the past has really paid off for you. You know, you could be the one who feels like you have unfinished business, or there's a lot of things that you still want to do or that you still want to accomplish, and just please know you will be able to accomplish these things as long as you hold this kind of power, as long as you are walking around with the awareness that your existence is a supernatural event, that you being born into this world was a manifestation of God's glory, baby. You can do anything, okay? Don't you never forget that. That's gorgeous. What's the overall energy? What's going on in their energy? Okay, so we got boundaries and we got truth, okay? So throat chakra and root chakra, right? I feel like you're upholding really, really strong boundaries. And I love how, like, in the last one, it was like, I think it was 15 and 16 or 16 and 17 or something like that. And then this one it's number 25 and the number 26. I seen 444, okay? So very synchronistic happenings going on in your life, okay? You could be seeing a lot of repeating numbers, but I think you're just really expressing yourself very well. You could be very honest with people. You know, you are definitely a healer, because that's the second time that we've seen this already. I think you show a lot of gratitude for this power, or for like your existence, okay? A burp, so I guess that's confirmation. You're definitely not veiled, okay? You're very aware of this new life, of the way that like the magic of God moves through your life, baby, and that's just gorgeous, okay? Like, you need to keep it all up, okay? Like, this is good energy coming out for you. We got the fire. You could be very inspired, really going after what it is that you want to accomplish in life. We got spiritual cleansing. You could need to cleanse your energy, or, you know, take a salt bath or whatever. Also, I seen on Google, it said like the sixth planet alignment is reaching its peak tonight as the black moon appears, or some shit like that. So it's a new moon, okay? So definitely take a spiritual bath, okay? But this moon is bringing in like some sort of leadership energy, okay? Some sort of blessing coming in from the divine with the 3 of Wands, okay? So your ships are coming in. Maybe you went through some sort of tower not too long ago, or some very significant tower in the past that's got your cup overflowing with this beautiful energy of love, okay? Like, it is the bomb. It's the shit, okay? I see the 7 of Pentacles. You've been making very, very positive investments in your life. You know, you've been planting a lot of seeds within yourself and just allowing them to grow very naturally. It's great, okay? Let's see what's going on the outside of you, okay? Because I feel the hater energy. Where's that? We got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So, I mean, it's kind of people mad because they can't make you juggle or make you, like, knock you off course, you know? Like, when they do try, like, they just immediately get exposed. I feel like you could be someone who works alone and who's willing to, you know, exchange energy with people as much as you need to. But at the end of the day, you listen to your guidance. You listen to the divine. You do what they say do. You don't listen to nobody that's in any kind of mental entrapment or got some other shit going on that thinks that they can run you. Ain't no running you, okay? What the fuck is going on the outside of them? Because I feel like it's some bullshit. We got the Lovers, okay? So, I don't know. Why? We got the 2 of Swords in reverse, okay? I don't know. Maybe somebody's just confused. I don't know. Maybe they're just blind to you, to your loving energy, you know? Like, they don't see that you're like this guiding light, like the Star of Bethlehem, right? Like, they don't see that you could like educate them or help them or guide them to a place where they can express their magic or manifest what it is that they want, you know? They could look at you like you're a newbie when it comes to spiritual things. Like, maybe you don't understand, or you don't know what the fuck you talking about, but you know exactly what the fuck you talking about, okay? I'm surprised the High Priestess didn't come out here, but the priest right here, though. You see things so clearly, okay? And I think that this could be something that's very underestimated about you, like just how amazing and accurate you are. But also, I feel like, you know, that energy, if you ain't seen nothing yet, baby, this ain't seen nothing yet, okay? You a starseed, like I said. Gorgeous, amazing, okay? A true manifestation of God, and you hold a lot of gifts and a lot of beautiful talents and things that you're meant to express out into this world. Beautiful divinity is what you hold within yourself, and you need to continue to express that, okay? We got entity attachment, okay? So people could have entity attachments and have some whole other thing going on. Some people could be experiencing a lot of emotional pain, and I don't think that it necessarily has anything to do with you. You go to High Priestess right here. But I think you're just very aware, you're very empathic, and you're very careful about what you pick up or what you take on and what you're willing to hold on to. And I don't know, I feel like that could be a little inconvenient for some people. What's the star seed in the gift? We got ancestors, okay? So your ancestors are protecting you heavily at this time from any and all confusion and illusion, okay? That anybody could be trying to bring to your gifts or to the way you express your divinity. What's divinity and entity attachment? We got divination, okay? You could do divination, okay? Or you could be very gifted at divination and you don't really know. Maybe you never tried it or whatever. You could feel called to do it. I would definitely recommend that you try it, you know? Start with yourself, okay? Start doing divination on yourself if you really want to know how to get into it. Use it as a healing tool first, and it will bring you a lot of clarity on your own life, on the things that you need to shift and it will help you to be better at teaching other people what they need to do with it. You know what I mean? So just however you want to get into it, but definitely giving me the energy of somebody who's like, it's both energies, okay? Someone who wants to get into it and somebody who's already advanced at this divination shit. What's on entity attachment and emotional pain? We got a karmic feminine, okay? So the karmic feminine got an entity attachment and they're in emotional pain. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn could be significant. Libra, Gemini, okay? Capricorn, highly significant. What's emotional pain and priestess? We got ritual, okay? So somebody could be doing some sort of stupid ass rituals. I don't know why they be wasting time. Every time that shit comes out, I just want to laugh. Look, death magic. Death magic, okay? These bitches, like, oh no, they got like a Death Magic for Dummies book out here just circulating. Bitches is sharing it, okay? They have the Death Magic for Dummies reading at the book club, okay? We got transition, okay? So somebody could be about to backfire, okay? Somebody about to transition into the spirit realm for doing that Death Magic, okay? Because you're high honor, you're a rising star, and you know, your name always hold up in spiritual court, okay? We got the house, okay? We got a rich girl, we got the distant future, and we got achievement, okay? So there's some sort of huge achievement in the not so distant future is what I wanted to say, but it said in the distant future, so something very big coming up for you, okay? I think you have a great bond with your ancestors, with the divine, okay? The way that you communicate, and I think you've grown in confidence, you know? And that's why it's hard to confuse you or to knock your gifts off or to make you, you know, not see things clearly, okay? We got change. It says butterfly or twin jet, okay? It's a nebula. So, I mean, I feel like you shining so bright, okay? Like, also, you're very balanced within the two sides of you. I just said that yesterday, okay? But it's facts, okay? Like, you are so balanced, and I think, like, I don't know, it irritates or perturbs people's spirit, not necessarily them, you know? Like, I think sometimes people get irritated with you or they get bothered with you because of, like, the energy that you put out. But I don't think that it's necessarily anything that you do, like, on purpose or, like, specifically to hurt people. But I think that you, I don't know, you could be kind of healing. You could, like, highlight people's emotional pains or some shit like this. Look, entity attachment, karmic feminine, emotional pain. We got limitless, okay? So, I don't know. Maybe somebody's entity attachment is causing them emotional pain because you still feel limitless. You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody could have promised you up to some sort of spirit or some sort of energy, but they can't deliver that. What they thought this was. What's emotional pain, priestess, and ritual? Okay, we got Virgo with justice. You always gonna get this justice. Like I said, fuck they thought this was. They really thought. What did it say? Oh, he said, you really thought you were king. Because in that movie, Stardust, okay, like they all was standing around the table and he came and served drinks to everybody, right? And then I think only 2 of the drinks were poisoned, right? So, like, everybody, like, one dude started dying and then the other dude started dying and then 2 of them pretended to die so that they could see. No. Okay, so one of them pretended to die and the other dude was there with the crown and he was all like, you know, the music was all like, and then the brother wakes up and starts rolling and he pointed at him and he was like, you really thought you were king? And so it's kind of that kind of energy, you know, like maybe somebody like out to get you or trying to poison your life or your reality in some sort of way. And like maybe they thought they got close or they thought that they finally got you, but they just didn't. It was bond and confidence. We got patience, okay? So continue to be very patient with the divine, with your ancestors, with them bringing certain things into you. Continue to express your truth and to just like focus on healing your outer relationships and your relationship with yourself. What's confidence and change? We got destiny, okay? Because you're walking a destined path at this time. A very, very guided and divine one, okay? What's change and limitless? We got power, okay? So you hold the power of the Star of Bethlehem, like I said, okay? And you know that there's a lot of things you still need to do or accomplish, and you just need to continue to focus on that. Like this person, they cannot affect you. What's limitless and justice, okay? We got rescue with Gemini, okay? So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's your alignment, you know, you embracing all sides of yourself that gets you rescued every single time. Yeah, we got acclaim and exhilaration. I feel like you're very excited about the things that you're going to be able to accomplish in life, and you just know that, like, when it comes to people on the outside of you that do this kind of shit, they'll never be successful. Like, it's really a waste of time, and really this person just wants things to go their way, you know. They could be very selfish, very stubborn, very arrogant, somebody who's very egotistical and prideful. We got under pressure. Maybe they feel like they're under a lot of pressure. They're going through anxiety and they have to make these hard decisions, and they still making the wrong ones when it comes to you and how they treat you. What's bond and patience and confidence? Oh, whoa. We got happily single, okay? So you can be happy, just carefree, not worried about shit, okay? What's confidence, destiny, and change? We got thug, okay? And here come this thug-ass karmic feminine. Trying to get you. What's change and power? We got I miss you, okay? So somebody could be missing you. Maybe this could be like an ex-friend or some shit like that, okay? They miss you, they want to have you around, but they don't really appreciate you or like support what you want to do when they are around. Like, this could be somebody who, like, I don't know, thinks you're a joke or some shit. What's limitless rescue and justice? We got bad credit, debt, and unemployed, okay? So, I mean, I don't know. That could be karma. What's happily single and thug? Or that could be the way the backfire is happening. Okay, we got workplace affair, round and round, cycles, triggers, and lessons, and sweet talk, okay? So, I don't know. Somebody could be, like, giving out some fake love or something like that. Maybe they're trapped in a cycle because of it. You already closed this cycle that this person is trapped in. This shit says funeral, goodbye, spiritual. Spiritual says chaos, ego, death, downward spiral, and spiritual awakening. And then we got off, on, hot, cold, detached, okay? So this could be somebody that you, like, ghosted, you know? Somebody that you felt like you didn't want to be around, or that they didn't appreciate your energy or some shit like that, okay? Yeah. Now you're looking secure, baby. You're looking confident. You're doing some boss bitch shit, and you're really career focused on moving forward, you know? Like, what's happily single, workplace affair, and thug? It says grows incredibly fast. The T-Rex, okay? The T-Rex grows incredibly fast and eats hundreds of pounds at a time, okay? I feel like that just gives me the energy of, like, you eating, okay? When we eating, so bitch, why the fuck is you tripping? I'm taking these chances. My head to the sky, my feet on the ground, my finger to the judge if the money don't move, and I won't budge, won't budge. No, I won't budge, no, okay? So it's like, I don't know, it's hard to make you budge, to make you move from, like, your authenticity, okay? It says more awake than you think, okay? So you're much more awake than you think, okay? Much more aware of what's going on. It says, unfortunately, the ungodly have no concept of God's plans, you know? So don't be expecting everybody to be so super understanding of what's going on or what you're doing or how you're moving, okay? It's just not for people to understand, okay? Let's grow incredibly fast and more awake than you think. Also, you're experiencing, like, some sort of, like, quick growth, okay? Some sort of quick advancement with all of this unfinished business and all of these things that you have to do. I feel like you have, like, you know, a full itinerary or, like, you know, a full to-do list of shit that you plan to do in this lifetime, okay? This is the Alamosaurus, okay? It said that the Alamosaurus had no natural predators, and that's what it is with you because of where your connection, okay? Because of the way you're connected to the divine and knowing that that's where your protection comes from. Like, your ancestors don't play no games about you. What's more than you think, and unfortunately the ungodly. It says a tiger in the cage can never see the sun, you know? So I don't know. I feel like maybe they thought they would trap you or you'd be being in the dark or whatever, but it's just not happening, you know. I feel like at the end of the day, you know, you're not the tiger in the cage, you are the sun, okay? It says, don't you want your girl hot? Hilarious. It says, I was deprived of a young girl's dream, okay? So that could be why this karmic feminine is trying to, like, attack you. There could be a lot of gossip going on. It says love heals, it keeps you strong, and I think that's where your focus is, okay? And your intuition is correct. If you, like, oh, I know who they talk about. Yeah, you know who the fuck I'm talking about. Okay. What's grows incredibly fast, more awake than you think, and had no natural predators. We got door to personal healing and happiness. Okay, so like just continue to focus on your personal healing, on your happiness. Don't feel like nobody can fucking get you. Okay, you're very powerful, baby. Just because you just love yourself and you're focused on the right things, like just walk the destined path. Have a lot of patience with yourself and with other people, and just don't let nothing knock you off of your square or what you're focused on doing. Okay, we got the door to romance. You could really love the things that you're focused on at this time. This is 34, 33. That could be significant, okay? You could be 33 or 34, okay? Also 42 and 44 is here, okay? We got woman holding a coin, okay? I feel like whatever you're focused on at this time is going to lead to you holding like a coin, okay? Holding a bag. Yeah. We got appreciation. I feel like you're going to have a new level of appreciation for like the way that you've expressed it. You've been expressing your truth and like trying to focus on healing certain relationships and things with people at this time, like right now, what you're doing now, you're going to really appreciate that you listened and that you did these things now in the future, okay? Yeah, we got attachment, okay? I don't feel like you have any attachment issues. I feel like you're really good when it comes to detaching from these hostile type of energies, okay? Because you entered into the door of the spirit. Like, there's really nothing that can stop you. Chariot energy, okay? Will blossom in abundance. Come on. Like, it's good, This is kind of just like, it's only 20 minutes. It's hella short. But I feel like it's just like really straight, sweet, and to the point, okay? What is the final thought on this? We got Krishna, okay, with 41. One of the only masculine energies in the deck, and he got two heads, giving that Gemini energy that came up with the rescue, okay? Like, I feel like this is just a really good season for you and what it is that you're doing and focused on, okay? So please, just keep it up. Keep it going. So it says there is spiritual intelligence within your soul. It is the genius of becoming, of ripening from potential into glorious manifestation. Intimate communion with your own heart will reveal what it is you truly yearn for and set the process in motion for that yearning to be satisfied. The holy fire is Kali, and she is within your soul. Follow the yearning, seek the light. Let yourself burn bright for what inspires you, and you shall see the path to fruition clearly before you. Believe in what is meant to be, okay? It says the name Krishna translates to you are fire. Agni is the two-headed deity of fire and a potent symbol of supernatural power. On the physical level, fire generates light and heat to cook food, thereby representing both transformation and nourishment of the life force. The inner digestive fires that metabolize food and allow us to gain nutrients represent the inner nourishment of fire and symbolize the soul's need to digest our life experiences for spiritual growth. Fire can create purification for regeneration, such as that seen in a forest after it simultaneously burns away old growth and stimulates new seeds. In that sense, it is also the power of ripening and bringing something from an idea of potential into fruition and fulfillment of innate purpose. On a spiritual level, fire attracts the soul, helping it find its way through darkness toward warmth and light. The life enhancing and alchemical properties of fire transform physical materials as well as the subtle body of the soul. The appearance of Krishna in a reading indicates the tremendous potential for personal transformation and spiritual growth. You may feel like you are struggling, but your soul is actually gaining strength. What you desire may seem so far beyond your current reach, yet the oracle indicates your inner potential for tremendous accomplishment, okay? So there's like this tremendous accomplishment headed toward you at this time, and that's just what they really want you to continue to focus on and to know wholeheartedly without a doubt that you deserve and that it's coming. It's on the way, It says the Hindu texts say that Agni exists not only as fire, but as lightning and the sun itself. Come on. It says lightning is a symbol for sudden illumination that emerges unexpectedly, often in the midst of a tremendous psychological or emotional storm. In that sense, Agni is the power to see with clarity. Such a powerful and searing insight can be intense enough to uproot a stubborn psychological pattern permanently. This is one reason why Kali is known as the first of the seven tongues of Agni, the divine fire. The jolt of her uprising wisdom, the severity of her suddenly bestowed clarity can burn down the house we have built. We can no longer sustain a comfortable delusion. We must become honest with ourselves or change our approach to a situation based on the new information available. There is a temporary loss to gain greater freedom to grow on all levels. Okay? So, like, this karmic feminine energy was just a temporary loss, something that needed to go in order for you to have greater freedom and to grow on all levels, because they was doing some bullshit in the background, okay? It says, as the sun, Agni represents the light that ends the darkness, yet Kali, the divine mother of dark grace, is the first of the tongues of the divine fire. This is the key to Kali's mysteries. It differentiates her from the concept of darkness as an evil or obstructive force against our spiritual awakening. Kali leads us into darkness to free us, not to impede our progress. She destroys in order to create, not to annihilate. In that sense, her divine darkness is light. This is the mystery of Kali and why we can trust her so implicitly, understanding that sometimes it is not only in moving through the darker times that we become aware of what is needed to live with more light. As a tongue of fire, Kali Krishna consumes all offerings. She is the divine capacity to receive our prayers, our pains, our craziness, and our graceful heroism. She receives it all. She not only receives it, but as fire, she transforms the offering so it can nourish, heal, revitalize, and purify the soul. And this is what you do even when people are only offering you negativity or offering you some sort of, like, fake love or whatever. You're able to take whatever is offered and alchemize it into something that helps you to nourish and heal and revitalize your soul. It says Kali is the divine alchemist, and because she is a tantric goddess, if we offer her even our most broken and messed up selves with a sense of reverence and humility, she will accept the offering and manifest grace from it. There is a deeper purpose to making an offering, the opening up of a channel between ourselves and the divine. The divine doesn't need to be cajoled into loving or wanting to help us. It is the human that needs help, dragging the mind away from a fixation on what is wrong into the openness and presence that allows for divine grace to flow and for us to receive it. While the offering appears to be about what we are giving, it is enabling the capacity to receive. It may seem like offerings are tokenistic, but a true offering is hard to give. It's hard because it requires that we shift our presence, our state of mind, and our being. The more we do this, the greater the offering. It matters less what the form of our offering is, but more how it affects us internally. The Oracle of Krishna brings the message that whatever you need and desire you can have. However, you must be prepared to enter into the sacred fire to make the appropriate offering, So it's like you might have felt like you were doing something, or like maybe you didn't understand why this karmic feminine was moving how they was moving, or like what they so mad about, or what is their problem, or whatever. But it was something that needed to go, something that needed to be offered up, a relationship you needed to offer to the divine and let them handle it so that you can continue to make the appropriate offerings to yourself and get further where you need to be, and not be trapped or tied to somebody who's like doing negative shit to you behind your back. It says when we choose to make the supreme offering of ourselves to Kali, we are fully received and thus activate the flow of grace in our lives for the spiritual benefit of all. The oracle asks you to shift from focusing on what isn't working to immersion into the Divine Mother's heart. All can be resolved and shall manifest according to her loving grace, you know. So it's like any and everything can be resolved, okay? And you don't need other people necessarily always to resolve certain things with them, you know. Like I hope you don't feel like you got some sort of unfinished business with this karmic feminine or something you still need to say or some explaining you still need to do, because at the end of the day I think like that person just really doesn't see you clearly. They don't really understand like the truth that you're expressing and your like need to repair all your relationships that you find yourself in, or to get rid of that relationship if it can't be repaired, because what the fuck am I carrying this shit around for if it's not going to benefit me energetically, okay? And so like that's why I think I showed you the release card. That could have been Archangel Raphael's reading. I don't know. What I do know is I'm done, okay? So I hope you guys have a happy, fabulous, wonderful, and amazing day, that you got something that you need out of this, and I will see you later, my love. Bye.